friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. I know it's been a week since my last video. I decided just to take a little makeup hiatus on my own content just because I felt like it wasn't appropriate to post my content during this time. Obviously this time isn't over, but just this first week I was just struggling myself, just with so much stress and sadness and anger, and I just really didn't feel like posting my own content. I just really wanted to use my platforms to share information and resources and take the time to educate myself. I felt like that was really important, and I appreciate those of you who really understood why I needed to not post this week. But I am back. Today I did a little shop my stash. I tried to put some focus on some Black-owned brands that I own, and I created this look. I think it turned out so pretty, and it just felt really good to talk to you guys again. Just a warning, I ramble a lot. It's very, very scattered, and I had a hard time kind of forming my thoughts, but I just have a lot going on in my mind right now, a lot going on in my life. There's a lot going on in the world. I might be scattered for a while. Really quick, I did want to address something because I've had a few people DM me, and I saw a couple comments where people were asking if I was going to do a video where I donated all of the AdSense to a charity, and I'm not going to do that specifically because frankly I feel like if I did that and made a big show of it saying like I'm donating all my AdSense of this video to a charity, that sounds a lot better than it actually is. I think a lot of you guys might completely overestimate how much money I make on YouTube. It is very small. The amount of AdSense I make on one video is usually around $10 to $15. It's not a large amount of money. What we are doing, Zane and I, my husband, if you don't know who Zane is, I'm surprised because he's been around forever, but what Zane and I are doing is at the end of every week on the weekend, we are just assessing our budget and what we have left over and what we have to spare and kind of determining an amount that we're okay with donating that week. So we're trying to donate to a different organization every single week. We just donated to Campaign Zero earlier today, and that's kind of how we're donating. By doing that, it will obviously add up to being a lot more than what one singular video would do. And I feel like if I put the focus on just one video donating, it's gonna make it seem like I'm just trying to like take attention or focus or something like that. I don't want it to come across as any way because one video isn't gonna make that big of a difference. We're trying to donate just based on what we have overall, if that makes sense. I know that was kind of all over the place, but I hope that explanation makes sense. I care very deeply about what's going on, and I want to continue donating really until the foreseeable future. I don't see a reason why we'll stop donating, honestly. But I get into it in the video. We're going through some financial things. The world is crazy right now, and we're just gonna play with some makeup. Hi guys! Oh my gosh, it feels so good to sit down and just do makeup with you guys, talk with you guys. I've missed you so much. I've still been trying to be very active on Twitter and Instagram, just talking with you guys, DMing with you guys, posting helpful information. I tried to make a few posts on the community tab as well, but just in case any of you missed all of those instances where I was around, I missed you. I missed being here in the flesh through a screen. And let's just get into it. I have a lot to talk about. There were some things I wanted to talk about over a week ago, but then I took the little makeup hiatus and now I'm here. So there's gonna be a lot of talking in this video. I hope that's cool. You guys don't usually seem to mind, but here's your chance. Peace out if you don't want to listen to me talk. If I forget to mention a product that I'm using, it will all be in the description box as usual. I might forget to mention something, but I'll try my best not to. Brows are obviously already filled in with my tinted brow gel. I primed my face as well. I used the Beauty Bakery Wake and Bake oil. I love Beauty Bakery, and I've loved this oil for a couple years now. You guys might know if you've been around for a while. I used to use that like crazy, and it's been nice kind of revisiting it, and my skin's really liking it, especially since it's so extra dry from wearing a mask. Got all these breakouts happening. I'm so sad about it. My skin was doing so good and now it's horrible. For foundation, I'm going to use the Fenty Hydrating Foundation. Mine is in the shade 120. This is not my favorite foundation, but I also don't hate it, and I do need to use it up, so we're going to use it today. And my skin is so bad, I gotta do something to cover it up. Okay, so how are you guys doing mentally, physically? I really hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're keeping informed. There's just so much going on. I don't feel like I can eloquently put into words how I'm feeling in one standalone video about the movement, but just know that I am furious, I'm sad, I felt so sick the last week. Oh my gosh, pretty much when I'm not working, I've just been reading, researching, learning, watching videos. I've been just trying to keep up so much, and it's just so heartbreaking what's going on. But needless to say, I hope you're doing well. It's just a whirlwind on our side right now. We have a lot of life things happening. I'm not going to go into too much detail on what we are dealing with right now, just because I don't think it's the right time to talk about one thing, and the other thing I'm a little too sad to talk about, so I just don't really want to get into it, but I'll be kind of vague. Basically, Zane and I are trying to save a ton of money because we just need to save a ton of money for something big financially. So I was going to talk about this a while ago. I'm kind of going on a low buy, but without rules. That doesn't really make sense. I'm not putting rules on it because I'm not doing it necessarily as a challenge. Like, I'm not just trying to stop buying. Like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes a low buy is almost more of a challenge than anything. I'm doing it simply just because we need to save money. We're trying not to really spend money on things that aren't essential right now. I'm still willing to repurchase something if it's something I run out of that I really want replenished. And if maybe something is super incredibly special that's being released that I just don't feel like I can live without, I might pick it up. But for the most part, I'm not really trying to buy makeup willy-nilly. And it sucks because there have been so many really cool Black-owned brands that have been introduced to me over the last week, and I want to try all of them so bad. But we are just not in a financial position to do that right now. But if I ever just feel like I need to spend money on makeup and we have a little extra, I'm probably going to focus on some Black-owned indie brands because there's some really exciting stuff. But on top of that, in my Shop My Stash from a few weeks ago, I talked about how Felix had to go to the vet. Things aren't great at all. I'm not comfortable talking about it right now, but it's just going to be very hard. It's been very expensive. It's going to continue to be very expensive. And that's definitely not fun. I can't really talk about more without getting really sad. So just know that we're dealing with some stuff financially right now. We don't have a ton of money to spend, and that's why I can't go out necessarily and buy a bunch of new makeup right now. So if a bunch of stuff starts coming out and I'm not purchasing it, that is why. I am on a loose low buy. But honestly, I'm okay with it. I'm still very much in the mindset of use what you have, shop your stash, you don't have to spend money. A lot of us are still dealing with things from the pandemic. Like, the pandemic's literally still happening. Some of us don't have jobs. Some of us, like me, were out of work for a prolonged period of time. So we're still kind of recovering from that. But, you know, it is what it is. By the way, I want to try to do a no bronzer look, so that's why I skipped cream bronzer and went straight in with cream blush. I don't have a cream blush from a Black-owned brand, but I was really impressed with how Glossier kind of spoke up and how they've just acted during this last week, so figured I'd use a Glossier product today. But yeah, I want to skip bronzer today. I don't know why. I haven't really ever done that. Like, sometimes I skip powder bronzer, but I usually do something with cream, and I just don't feel like it today. I wanted to just thank you guys again, those of you who have been really understanding as to why I didn't want to post this last week. I don't know. I literally didn't have the energy to post and talk about makeup. There was way too much real life stuff going on, and that's just not what I felt comfortable talking about, you know? We all kind of deal with things in different ways, and usually I'm able to just kind of push past stuff and continue like with my regular content, my regular everything, and just, I don't know, kind of distract myself and other people. But in this case, I didn't want to distract myself. I really didn't want to try to distract other people. I really wanted to just do my best to stay informed and awake for this matter. And this isn't even close to being over. Don't even think for a second that I'm done talking about the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm gonna continue to keep resources in my description box. I'm gonna continue posting stuff on Twitter and on my Instagram stories. I care so deeply about this, it's not even funny. I'm by no means trying to say I'm an expert on this. I'm very much still trying to get educated and stay educated and do the best I can. I wanna just encourage you all to do the best you can as well. All right, so now that the face is set, let's hop into some blush. I want to use some Beauty Bakery again. This is my Cotton Candy Champagne palette. Look how lovely. Oh, I love this palette. I don't know which shade I want to use. Maybe this No Champagne No Gain. I think that might be really cute. And again, just skipping bronzer. Let's just go straight on in. Get the face blushed up. I'm trying really hard to pay attention on which makeup brands are, I don't know, being very transparent right now, and the ones that I feel like really care right now and which ones don't. I'm not out here trying to like cancel everybody, but at the same time, I want to be very cautious of where I'm putting my money. Not that I'm spending a lot of money right now, but you know what I mean. But that even goes for brands that I'm featuring on my channel. And honestly, feel free to leave down below like which brands you feel like are being good right now with the cause and which ones aren't, just so other people are aware as well. We all need as much information as possible, you know? I feel like I'm being so rambly in this video. I have not talked to you guys in a very long time, so I just feel like I have word vomit going on right now. Work's been okay. It's been kind of stressful just because there's been a lot on my mind, but it's been good. I'm really happy to be working again. I feel like I'm getting back in the swing of things after this last 3 weeks or so of being back to work. I just love this blush so much. It's so just glowy and beautiful. It's so pretty. For highlight, I actually want to dip into an eyeshadow palette. This is Ace Beauté's Classical Paradise. Ace Beauté had one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas for a long time, and I just love them. I want to use the shade Barley. It makes a beautiful face highlight, and that's what I feel like using today. Let's see. I'm going to have my 3LX1 palette with Kaleidos coming up soon with that new Escape Pod palette. I'm going to be working on that over the next couple days, and I'll have that to you as soon as possible. I'm hoping to have it up on release day, which is June 11th, so just stay tuned for that. If not, it'll be up a little sooner. I'm just going to be making an effort in future videos to use as many Black-owned brands as I own as possible, just to give them some love, showcase them a little bit more. It hasn't really been a conscious decision to not always before. I just kind of picked up whatever I felt like using, but now it's going to be a very conscious decision on what I feel like using. I will also have, I think, 2 or 3 videos coming up in the next week or so that have been pre-filmed, so I'm not going to be mentioning anything about the movement in those videos out loud because they were filmed before George Floyd's death happened, but I will be keeping stuff in my description box for those videos as well. Okay, let me just set my face and then we will work on eyeshadow. I know this video is all over the place. I have a lot on my mind. Just gonna prime my eyes like normal. Well, just one eye. I only like to do one at a time, but I'm going to use that Kaleidos eye primer, the new Tone Activator one, just because I'm trying to test this out with formulas that I already know that I like. And I'm not going to set it because, as a general rule, I don't prefer to do that. So we're going to be playing with the Juvia's Place Tribe palette. I've been using Juvia's Place for years now, and this is definitely one of, if not my favorite palette from them. I'm going to start with this beautiful yellow. It's called Masai. I think I might mispronounce something, and I deeply apologize if I do. I'm just going to take that on a big fluffy brush, and we're just going to work that through the crease. This is going to act as like our transition shade. This is what's going to blend out our darker shade that we lay down here in a minute. I don't want anything too wild and crazy with this look. I just want something, I don't know, pretty. It's not going to be so outlandish and colorful. I'm just not feeling very outlandish and colorful right now. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like the right mood for me today. Probably because it is raining outside. That could be it. Ugh, just look how beautiful this yellow is. These pops of neon in this palette were just such a cute addition. It's been a while since I played with this palette. I can't believe it's been so long because it's literally one of my favorites. I do want to know what you guys have been up to since I haven't been on here in a while. Tell me about your day. Tell me about your week. How's life? What's going on for you guys? Now that that's laid down, we're going to take this really beautiful brown. It's called Ashanti, and it's very just grungy, and oh my gosh, the tone is beautiful. I'm gonna take that on this angled brush, and we're just going to pop that in my outer corner and just work on fluffing that through the outer portion of my eye. I want to keep the front half of my eye mostly open. I'm going to put a lighter shimmery shade out there in the front. Also on a pencil brush, I'm going to take that Ashanti shade, that brown, and just push that really close to my lashes, just to add some depth. And I am taking this all the way across, just because I feel like it. Just look how beautiful this brown is next to this yellow. Oh, it's to die for. I feel like in the past when I played with this palette, I usually would pair this brown with the green. I don't know if I ever really paired it with the yellow, but I'm absolutely loving it. Have you guys discovered any really cool Black-owned brands like clothing, nail polish, beauty, skincare, even food that like maybe delivers nationwide or even worldwide would be really cool? Leave it down below just so we can all have some things to look at. I've been trying really hard to repost stuff on my stories. I know a lot of you have been enjoying seeing that. Just trying to spread the information as I see it. How beautiful this is. It's so cool. Oh, I love the way that looks on the eyes. You guys know I love yellows. It's just one of my favorites. So for the lid, I'm not gonna do a cut crease or anything, but on the outer half where it's getting to the darker shades, I wanna use this Chaga shade. And then towards the inside, I wanna use Coral. I think that would be a really cute ombre effect and just go from brighter to darker, and it's gonna look really cute. Just gonna take some glitter primer like usual from NYX and pop that across the lid. I'm just using a fluffier shadow brush because I'm not necessarily trying to be precise. It doesn't have to be super small and flat. I'm gonna take the darker shadow first and just pop that right out here. Ooh, it's so pretty. This palette is giving me so many feels right now. It's so nice. I'm gonna flip that exact same brush over and dip into Coral and just plop that right next to it, right in the front. I'm just gonna take my fluffy blending brush just to help smush everything out. I don't want it to be too precise. I don't want it to look cut creasy or anything. I just want it to flow from shimmer to matte nicely. I'm loving that. It's so simple, but man, is it beautiful. I'm gonna take Coral again and just use that in my inner corner just to brighten up the place. Oh, I love this. Oh, it's so simple, but so cute. I feel like I got through this makeup fast, but I also did my steps a little different than usual. Usually I do a lot more with the face, but I wanted to just, I didn't do freckles. Wow, that's what's wrong. I was like, something looks different. I need to do some freckles. I'm just gonna use the Crime Sunkissed Freckle Pen because I'm trying to use this up because it's getting close. How many of you were like wondering what was wrong with me? Can you tell I haven't done makeup in a little while? I haven't even been wearing makeup to work. I've just not been in the mood for makeup right now. Goodness gracious, I forgot everything. I'm going crazy. Today, by the way, is Sunday, I think the 6th. Yes, this video I think is going up on Monday because that's when I wanted to start posting again. Just wanted to give a full week break from regular content because I just felt like it wasn't important. No one needed to hear me talk about makeup for a week. It just, I don't feel like anyone needed to hear that. Okay, so now that we're freckled in a very odd order, holy cow, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna do the other eye, liner, lashes, lips, all that good stuff, and I will be back when I'm done. Hello, I'm back. I've returned. What do you think of this look? I think it's so cute. I love this bright mustardy yellow eye. I love it with this dark plummy lip. I love pairing like purple tones and yellow tones together. It's just complimentary heaven. The lashes I decided to go with are from Esta. They're in the style Pop Rocks. It's my first time wearing this style and I think they're very fun. Esta is Midas Cosmetics' sister company and they are donating 50% of their net sales from lashes, obviously because it's a lash company, to the Chicago Bond Fund. So if you're interested in anything off that site, just know that your money will be going to a good cause as well. And the lip I went with Colored Raine, another black owned brand. I actually only own 2 liquid lipsticks from this brand. I've been dying to try their eyeshadows for literally years and I haven't done it yet, so I really want to try to once I have money in my budget to do so. So yeah, I really hope you like this look. I hope you like this video. I really hope my words came off the right way. I'm having a really hard time speaking out loud about these matters because I just get very flustered. I get very upset and sad and I have a really hard time articulating my words, so I really hope this came across the way I wanted it to, and I just really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It felt really good to be back. It feels good to talk to you guys. I hope you guys are excited for some more content. I can't wait to keep filming videos for you. There will be a Google document that I found online listed in my description box. It is filled with a ton of helpful resources on petitions. Sign all the petitions. It doesn't cost any money to sign petitions. I've signed so many petitions I probably couldn't even count them. Donate if you're able to. Spread the word. Use your voice. Protest if you're able to. There are so many things you can do to help right now, and I just encourage you all to do what you can. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a lemon emoji if that exists, and if you like to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's BeautBean. Follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.